What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are, Ari Shaffir, Chinese-ish squat toilet. Just the title. I'm already just ready to jump right into it. This is not happening. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You don't subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me, shoot me. I talk back. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon and drop in the comment section. What we got?
And I opened it up, and the fucking smell that comes out of 75 different people's shit rags.
What?
It's kind of like a cross between like when Ghostbusters cross streams and Indiana Jones when they open up the Ark of the Covenant and all the Germans are like, ah! I'm your host, Ari Shaffir. Tonight, all the stories are about disasters. Please welcome this next comic, the host of the Punch Drunk Sports Podcast, Mr. Ari Shaffir, everybody. Okay, this is a quick story about how I understood the lyrics to a song for the first time. Last year, I went to China. They told me two things. I went for comedy, so they told me two things before I went. They gave me two rules. First rule, they said no bringing drugs in of any kind, because they said it's punishable by death.
Oh my
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. How much weed can I bring? And they're like, Ari, none. And I was like, counter offer, some. They were like, don't do it. I'm like, I'll bring pot cookies to the plane. You can't stop me. And I did. And then when we landed in Shanghai, I had like 2 pot cookies left over, so I just downed them and had a great first 8 hours in Shanghai. It was wonderful. Here's what they don't tell you. It's not punishable by death. To traffic drugs is punishable by death. But if they just catch you with them there, it's very illegal. It's still very illegal. They'll kick you out of the country. That's what they'll do. But I thought about it, and it turns out that I don't live in China. So let's do it. So fun. 3 weeks in China for comedy. Every once in a while, comedy really pays off. All you gotta do is live in poverty for 9 years. And then you get your free trip to China. The cool thing is, since it's so illegal, marijuana and all drugs there, especially weed. Once you do find weed there, and I did find weed, because I'm a pothead, and that's what potheads do. We find weed. When you do find weed, the cops in China do not know what marijuana smells like.
Really?
Yeah, they're just not around. So this comedian in Beijing showed me. He goes, dude, you can smoke pot right in front of them. He blew pot smoke right at a cop. I'm like, are you out of your mind? He goes, he just thinks they're smoking tobacco for poor people. He's never smelled that smell before.
That's crazy. So how do they catch you with the weed? They don't even know what it smells like. What?
People.
Okay.
He's never smelled that smell before. The only way they can catch you, literally the only way they can catch you is if you learn the Mandarin words for officer, we're smoking marijuana. And my advice is just don't learn those words. They're not gonna help you. The other rule they gave me is they said no making fun of the Chinese government, no making any jokes about the Chinese government. And I was like, I don't have any jokes about the Chinese government. Fucking get over yourself, Chinese government. Nobody's talking about you. I've done comedy in Los Angeles, New York, London, and Toronto, and I've never heard a single comedian do any jokes about the Chinese government. Because it's way too self-absorbed. Here was the cool thing about China. Well, everything. Here was the terrible thing, and about all of Asia. It's the toilet situation. Yeah, so, you know the seats that go up and down for men and women, like that seat? So they don't have that seat. And then they don't have the whole toilet. They don't have any of it. They don't have toilets. They don't believe in it or something. They just got holes in the ground. It's like a regular bathroom floor with tiles and everything. And then where the toilet should be is just this hole. And you're supposed to go over it like a college basketball coach. And you're just supposed to squat.
basketball coach. That's the college basketball coach squat too. There's no way. Really? China, really? I'm sure this is only in certain parts. It has a. That's baffling. Yeah, I need my toilet.
Coach, and you're just supposed to squat. You're just supposed to squat and shit into this hole. And they don't tell you at all. They don't tell you about any of it. They just expect you to know. So, and by the way, in the hotels and stuff, they have regular toilets. It's just in the rural parts. So I was having a good time. I went to the Great Wall of China. I went to visit the Imperial Palace. That was cool. No, wait. That's Star Wars. Imperial Palace. Yeah, that's for sure Star Wars. Yeah. What is that? The Forbidden City. That's what it is. It's where the Emperor lived. And so I went there and I was walking around having a good time, and I got this important phone call from my friend Diarrhea, and that's when I really started to hate China because of this toilet situation. I run to the bathroom. I'm just sprint to find the bathroom. I burst open the door. I'm telling you right now, when you open up a stall door and there's no toilet in there, your mind can't even wrap its head around what's happening. It's like some sort of optical illusion. You know, it's like, which line is longer? You're like, I don't know, top one? You're like, no, same size. And you're like, bullshit, measure again. Regular bathroom floor, tiles, and then just fucking hole. It looks like a union guy was coming to install a toilet, and then it was like, oh, lunchtime, and then he just fucking left. And they forgot to get back to it. I burst open the door, and I was like, what? Oh, this one must be under repair. Because there's no toilet. That's the one thing you look for in a toilet. It's the toilet. That's 95% of the experience, is the actual toilet. And I went to the next one. I was like, this one, are they all under repair? Am I just missing the sign? And then I remember, like, oh, they told me about these fucking shit squat toilets. That's what you're supposed to do. And I realized, right then, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I was born an American, and I'll die an American.
I was born an American, and I would die an American. I'm not squatting over this hole.
I was born an American, and I'll die an American. And Americans sit down when we shit. That's our thing. When they say USA #1, they're talking about #2. We're #1 in #2. And I was like, I'm gone. So I left. I walked out, and I got like 2 steps away, and then Diarrhea was like, of course you're doing it. And I was like, oh yeah, Diarrhea, I forgot about you. It gives you a break sometimes, Diarrhea, you know?
Yeah.
Diarrhea and the hiccups, where you think they're gone for a minute, but then they ain't gone. And we're like, I gotta shit so bad. What? No, maybe I'm okay. No, I gotta shit so bad.
Yo.
So I go back into this stall. I close the door. Side note, by the way, there's a trash can in there, and all these don't fucking look in the trash can because they don't flush their toilet paper. They throw it away. Yeah, and so they had this trash can. You know the little office trash cans that like spin, the top spins? You know, where it goes like, and you can like hit it down, and it like, I always try to hit it just enough so it pops back up, and like go, like it's like a ride at Six Flags, where, you know? And I open it up, and the fucking smell that comes out of 75 different people's shit rags. It's kind of like a cross between like when Ghostbusters cross streams and Indiana Jones when they open up the Ark of the Covenant and all the Germans are like, ah! That's the smell that comes out of this thing. So I go into this fucking stall, and I close the door, and I'm looking at this hole. Here's my first question. How far do you take your pants down? I've done it, and I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea. My first thought was like, take them down to your ankles. Because that's how I normally do it, but then you can't do that because here's the deal. I went down, I took them down to my ankles, and then I like lined it up.
Okay.
And I'm like, hold on a
Never mind. Good point. You're right. You gotta take them hoes off.
ankles, and then I like lined it up. And I'm like, hold on a second. Like, my asshole is directly above my pants. How am I not gonna shit into my pants? Unless a heavy gust of wind comes by, I'm for sure gonna shit into my pants. And by the way, I thought about it and I realized that shitting into your pants is actually a lot worse than shitting in your pants.
Is it?
You'd think they'd be the same thing, right? They're not the same thing. Shitting into your pants is a holocaust compared to shitting in your pants. Because if you shit in your pants, and let's be honest, a lot of us have done that. Am I not wrong? Like, I mean, like after 9th grade.
No.
It happens. Whatever, you're drinking and you sneeze. That's not your fault.
It does not happen, Ari. It does not happen.
Whatever, you're drinking and you sneeze. That's not your fault. That's just destiny. That's just destiny. But what do you do when that happens? I know what I do. I go home. I go home because I'm a grown man and I have shit in my pants and I can't be out with the people. Just can't. I can't be out with people with shit in my pants. I think about it usually for a second, like, how much shit is in there? You know, like it goes to my head, and then I realize it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It could be a shart, and it could be an unloading. Either way, I'm a grown-up, and I have shit in my pants, and I can't be out with other people.
Yes.
No matter what I'm doing, I could be a line in a movie, and I'm like, hey, you guys, that's so funny. Chew! I'll see you guys later. Like, what? Where are you going? You won't want to see the movie? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see it anymore. You tell me how it was. And you just fucking slowly, just real slowly walk away. You don't want to jostle at all. You know what I mean? Just even steps.
Yeah. Got to.
It's just going to be a little bit warmer than it was before. Yeah, that's if you shit in your pants. But if you shit into your pants, well, then you gotta not have those pants on.
Yeah.
And then you gotta work up the courage.
No, I'm not. I'm anything else. I'm putting my towel over my bottom half, and we just walking out there shirtless. But we are not putting those crap pants back on. We are not doing it.
And then you gotta work up the courage.
We are not doing it. Not doing it.
The suicide-like courage. To put the dirty diaper back on yourself. And you know it's gonna squoosh in there. Like you're making a mold for a retainer.
I hate hearing this.
So anyway, it's not down to your ankles, I don't think. And by the way, the one time you want handicap bars to hold on to?
Yes, that's what I would say. I would think you would have a bar or somewhere, like a bar somewhere. I would prefer up front if I got to help hold you up.
And by the way, the one time you want handicap bars to hold on to? They don't have handicap bars. They make you be fucking zen about it. You just gotta fucking use your core. So I don't know what the answer is. They don't help you in any way, by the way. There's no diagram. There's no fucking help along the way. Everything has a diagram on it. A hand dryer in a bathroom. Fucking a big machine that's right next to the sink with one button right in the middle. They're like, nah, you'll never figure this out. So they put a little cartoon on it of somebody pushing the button and then somebody else drying their hands or taking the bacon. That's a hand dryer. Chinese shit squat toilet? Nah, figure it out. It's intuitive. So I have no idea. I didn't know what to do. So here's what I did. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I took my shirt off. And you know the hook that's on the door of the bathroom stalls? I just sort of hooked it on there. Myself. I feel like a shit right now. Yeah, I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but that's what I did. It seemed to work. It seemed to work. I mean, I shit that way, so I felt good too. When I did it, I was like, fuck yeah, live like a real Chinese person. And I finished, and it feels great. When you shit like this, by the way, it clears you out from the neck all the way down. It's like you're a new man. Have you ever done it? It feels wonderful. I do it now when I get home. I'll stand on my toilet seat, and then I'll fucking squat over. Just for old time's sake. Like a POW who's got to sleep underneath the bed once in a while.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh
Time's sake. Like a POW who's got to sleep underneath the bed once in a while. And I did it. I felt great. I felt wonderful. I was very careful not to let my balls touch the surface of the thing, because I have very long balls. And they'll occasionally touch the water level of a toilet. And if there's one place I want my balls to never touch, it's the inside of a Chinese shit squat toilet. So anyway, I finished, and I was like, yeah, I did it. I got up to wipe, and that's when I found out that they don't offer toilet paper in China. Yeah, they don't believe in it. I think their theory is, you're the one shitting, you clean it up. And that's not wrong. It's not even that it's wrong. I'm just saying you should warn people. You should let people know. Like everyone who lands at the airport with a round eye, they should give them a pamphlet and be like, here, you're gonna have some problems.
That's terrible. Everybody at the airport with the round eye. That's terrible.
They should give them a pamphlet and be like, here, you're gonna have some problems. Just figure it out. I'm standing there, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Well, anyway, here's the deal. 5 days before, I landed in Shanghai. It's the first place I got to. Got there in the morning. I got to a club, the first place I performed, this bar, and the bar owner was like, oh, you just got here today? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, oh. And he gave me this packet of tissue paper. You know those little travel Kleenex packs?
Yeah.
And he gave me one of those, and he goes, here, you'll need this. It was like Gandalf had come up to me or something, you know? And I was like, what will I need it for? And he just goes, you'll know. But he was right, though. He was right. I was standing there in that fucking toilet at Forbidden City, and I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, I got no toilet paper! I was so excited. Here's the problem, though. They don't give you unlimited tissue paper in one of those things. They give you 6. They give you 6 pieces of tissue paper. With 6, you can't be an American anymore. You can't be like, oh, 4 at a time. I love to waste. Most resources in the world. USA, USA. Not with 6. With 6, you got a budget. You got to make everyone count. You got to start like way from the bottom. And go all the way up to about here.
Oh my God.
Fold. Go back, start from the bottom. Now we're here.
I'm gonna throw up.
And I kept doing that. Start from the bottom, now here, start from the bottom, now here. And that's when I realized what that Drake song was all about.
That was a good story. Disgusting story, but funny. That's all we got for this one. If you guys got a favorite video suggestions, you can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so I can suggest it. It's your boy D-Neil, out.